Van and Derek back for another Blackhawk Buzz. Golf course maintenance and the things that we need to be cognizant of in these unusual times. We don't want to beat that to death, but they are unusual times. But there are things that we need to be aware of that you used to be able to do that now you can't do, and there's still certain things that, okay, if you rake up half of a yard or something like that, replace the divot or whatever.
Yeah.
Those goes without saying.
Yeah, so, first of all, everybody, if you have an opportunity when you see Chad and his staff, just say thanks. A lot of people don't know this about a golf course, but when they were trying to figure out what's an essential business and what's not, just know this. If we don't mow for an extended period of time, whether it's greens, fairways, or rough, the way golf courses work is if they get overgrown, you can't just come in and cut it all at once. You have to systematically cut accordingly until you get to the length that you want. So if Chad and his group was not allowed to do that, we probably would have lost the entire year because we wouldn't have been able to get the golf course back to the way you want it. Okay? With that being said, please remember, Chad has a limited staff. We are doing everything we can to be financially responsible so that Blackhawk in the future is still here. So he's out there. He's got Dave, who's been here 100 years. He's got Omar and a couple other guys. And what you're going to see on the tee sheet for a while, and again, I ask you to be patient, is that because he has such a limited group, we're not going to open the tee sheet before 10 o'clock for a while because he needs that time to get out there without any member getting in the way, challenges, for him to get this done in a timely fashion so that the golf course is still as good as we want it to be. So just be patient with the 10 o'clock opening times. The other things to just remember is that they have to put styrofoam in clumps. They've never done that. Him not putting rakes out and everything. It's when you got a guy like that is just so prideful. This is not exactly what he thought. Now, he's going to be out there. He's going to be doing his best to make sure that the bunkers are done for you and different things like that. But just be patient as we try to navigate how, with our very small employee base, are going to make this thing work. And the one thing I want also everybody to know, we didn't open until April 3rd last year. It then got really cold. And we had frost delays where people couldn't get onto the golf course until noon. And we also had 4, 5, 6, 7 days that were closed after that. So at this point, as far as golfing, go figure, it gets warm really early this year. So everybody's chomping at the bit. But just remember, you haven't missed much golf yet. And the course is in incredible shape. And it is amazing when nobody's out there, no divots, no ball marks, no nothing. Do your part. Remember, we're low on staff, right? My biggest fear about the social distancing is everything is for a year. I've said fix your ball marks, put your divots back, and we still won't do that well. So I think everybody. So it's just, this has got to be one big group effort. Make sure that everybody thanks Chad and his group when he can. The sod on 5 is going in, so that's going to be done hopefully pretty quick here. Running into a little bit of cold weather, a little bit of rain, but that's going to be done. And just enjoy it. Have a blast. It's about as good as I've ever seen it, quite honestly, this time of the year.
In the event you do get into one of the traps, place your ball, and then when you're done, after you've blasted out of the trap once, twice, or 101 times, whatever it might be, smooth it over so you leave it at least somewhat playable. Now, it's going to be lift clean in place anyway, but at least be cognizant of the people behind you or whatever the case is.
Yep.
So again, it's caring for not only yourself, but for the people that you're playing with or whatever the case is. All right, that's that. Stay tuned. We've got a whole lot more to come at your way.